Greetings, everyone. This is David Lopez, founder and host of the MAGA podcast. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1, dropping in January of 2026. This is a special edition of the MAGA podcast. I believe part of being MAGA is to have the freedom to live a full, successful life filled with joy, fulfillment, contribution, and growth. To that end, this podcast will contain an updated version of my You Inc. goal-setting clinic. This clinic has been taught at high schools, colleges, and used with individual coaching clients. It's been updated with new exercises utilizing AI prompts to increase the impact with artificial intelligence. Let me ask you something real quick. Were you ever actually taught how to run your life? Did anyone ever hand you a manual? But somehow, we're expected to succeed anyway. If you sometimes feel lost, you're not lazy, you're overloaded. Too many options, too much pressure, too many voices telling you who you should be. This workshop isn't just about motivation. That's going to fade by tomorrow. This is about ownership. Because whether you realize it or not, you're already running a business. That business is you. Your habits are your systems. Your mindset is your strategy. Your time is your currency. And your future, that's the return on investment. This workshop is called You Inc. And we're going to stop the drifting and start designing. Not the life social media told you to want, but the life that actually fits you. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stop giving your power away. So we're going to look at this as a startup. It's the beginning of the year. We're going to create a personal operating system, a life startup accelerator, which is what this program is, and it's also an AI-assisted coaching workshop. You're going to run your life like a startup. Let's get to work. Let's take a minute to review the workshop roadmap. We're going to cover the You Inc. mindset, which is a mindset of entrepreneurial thought. We're going to cover values, beliefs, and motivational basics. We're going to help you to design a vision and your own identity. We're going to focus on setting goals across all of life's categories. We're going to cover time, stress, and energy management. And over the course of the workshop, there'll be AI-powered exercises as well as action plans. The best way to get the most out of this program, although I appreciate everybody on the podcast distribution channels, I think it's probably best to view this on YouTube, and it's at MAGA GOP. Also, it's a great idea to take notes, start a journal, and even have two screens open, one with the YouTube presentation and another with your favorite AI source. It could be Gemini, Claude, Copilot, ChatGPT, or any others. You can watch the entire program. You can also go back and do the exercises. I do suggest you start a chat on your AI provider. This will serve as a building roadmap that you can go back to, print out sections, and really apply it to your entire life. Framing your life as a startup means that it can be redesigned at any moment. When I was coaching early stage companies, they pivoted quite a bit. So if you view your life in this fashion, you can have the ability and the freedom to change course in any area of your life at any time. Because you're the CEO of your life, your habits are your business systems, and your decisions determine your results over intention. Again, don't feel like you're lazy or unfocused. You're just unstructured. And having a structure in the key areas of your life will help you to live a successful life going forward. Okay, so now we're going to come to our first exercise using AI prompts. Again, it works best if you have a split screen with the YouTube on one side and a separate tab with your favorite AI provider. And then you can start a long-term chat that you can print out separate sections. So let's get started. If your life were a company, what would be its mission? What product would you be building? So the AI prompt that's going to start this process, and I'm going to read it if you're listening to the podcast. Otherwise, you can take a screenshot. The AI prompt to get started is act as a startup mentor and help me define a personal mission statement for my life. It's going to come up with maybe some questions or a format, and make sure you fill out these questions as you go forward. Every successful startup uses metrics to determine the performance of key areas of their company. Your life is no different. I've put together a list of elements of true success. They are peace of mind, good health, strong relationships, financial freedom, continuous improvement, progress toward worthy goals, personal fulfillment, and self-actualization. The exercise we're going to utilize for this segment is going to be called a success audit. Go back and rate each success element from 1 to 10. Identify the weakest area, and in your AI provider prompt area, the prompt is, help me improve this area of my life with realistic steps, and then add the key area. That's going to give you a roadmap to increase the performance of that important key element of success in your life. I've been studying success and successful people for over 30 years. And I've put together a list of characteristics of the successful people that I've been studying. They have a great sense of independence. They're focused on self-knowledge. And with regard to self-knowledge, there are numerous assessments out there. One of the best that I've used with students and clients is 16personalities.com. Very simple list of questions, and the results are incredibly accurate. Other characteristics include healthy confidence, the ability to take risk, goal orientation and a focused work ethic, a balanced life. They have diversified income sources, and they link their daily actions to their long-term vision. The exercise for success traits: highlight 3 traits that you already have because you want to build on what's already working, and choose 1 trait to develop over the course of the year. The AI prompt is create habits to strengthen this success trait. So I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins, and I want to give him full credit for this. He's come up with a list of the 6 human needs, and these human needs pretty much drive every action that we take on a daily basis. The first one is certainty, the assurance that you can avoid pain and gain pleasure. The second one is the complete opposite. It's uncertainty, it's risk, the need for the unknown, the need for change, the need for new stimulus. The third is significance, which means feeling unique, important, special, or needed. The fourth is connection, a strong feeling of closeness or union with someone or something or a community. The fifth human need is growth, an expansion of capacity capability or understanding. And the sixth human need is contribution, a sense of service and focus on helping, giving to, and supporting others. These needs can be met in a positive way or sometimes in a negative way, but they really drive everything that we do in every aspect of our life. So the exercise, it's called needs mapping. Which human needs drive most of your decisions? Where are you overcompensating or neglecting? So the AI prompt is analyze my dominant human needs and how they influence my decision making. And AI will come back with a great analysis and some strategies to leverage your key needs and help you to understand your true motivations. So if you're not happy about a certain element of your life, that's probably a good thing. You can use that dissatisfaction as a motivator to move forward to fix whatever it is that needs fixing. Pain actually creates change when used intentionally. Basically, every decision we make is either to move forward to gain something or to avoid pain. The motivation drivers exercise is really designed to understand the whys. So what pain are you avoiding? What gain excites you? So the exercise is to pick a goal. We're going to do a lot more goal setting later on, but to pick something that you want to do. And the AI prompt is help me emotionally anchor this goal using gain and avoidance motivation. The results will help you to move forward with that goal, understanding the move toward gain and away from pain. Identifying your core values is one of the keys to long-term success. It's really the foundation. Values guide decisions when motivation fades. Think about that. When you're not motivated, your values are going to help you to continue to work hard to be successful. They create confidence, and misaligned values actually creates burnout. I've created a list of some common values. You can add your own, but they range from security, achievement, harmony, self-development, advancement, good health, adventure, helping others, honesty, and spirituality. Add your own, but let's select 5 that really drive you. So the values clarity exercise, select your top 5 core values from the list I just reviewed, or you can pick your own 5. Eliminate any values that are borrowed from others or expected. The AI prompt is very simple. Help me align my daily habits with these 5 core values, and then list those 5 values. Beliefs shape reality. One of the great motivational speakers of all time and trainers, Earl Nightingale, came up with the phrase, "We become what we think about." Disempowering beliefs sabotage action. Empowering beliefs can create motivation. So the exercise is belief reframing. Write down one limiting belief. Rewrite it into an empowering belief. The AI prompt to do this is reframe this limiting belief into a powerful growth belief, and then write down the belief. So we are halfway through the program. It might make some sense to put it on pause and go back and make sure you're doing the exercises with the prompts in your AI site. You're going to be generating a great interaction with AI that's very personalized and hopefully is very enlightening as well. So next, we're going to create a life vision, an exciting vision of your life, ideal places to live, lifestyle, legacy, contribution, and we want to make it as exciting as possible. So the exercise is called the Vision Builder, and we want to describe your ideal day 1 year from now. The AI prompt to get this done is create a vivid future-like visualization from this description. So you write out kind of what you want to have as a perfect day 12 months from now, import that into AI with that prompt, and it's a really exciting narrative that's going to be returned to you. Okay, if you've made it this far, congratulations. We're going to get down to the hardcore goal-setting process. So if you look at your life very specifically and kind of compartmentalize it, there are 8 categories of our lives. Number 1, career and business. Number 2, finances and wealth. Number 3, friends and family. Number 4, health and fitness. Number 5, fun and recreation. I like that. Number 6, significant other. Number 7, personal spiritual growth. And number 8, your physical environment. So this is goal selection exercise. I'm going to suggest that you create goals from just 3 categories for now, because focus beats overwhelm. I don't want to, overwhelm everybody. Just pick one goal from 3 categories. And your AI prompt is turn these goals into SMART goals with specific milestones, and then list the goals. So the goal setting process, we have to understand our motivation. What are you going to gain by achieving this goal? And just as importantly, what happens if you don't act and you don't do it? Are you moving toward happiness and away from pain? That's the key there. Understand what skills are needed to be successful to achieve this goal. Look at the obstacles and resources needed, and also accountability and a way to celebrate once you reach your goal. The next exercise breaks down the steps necessary to achieve the goals that you've listed. It's called goal mapping, and we're trying to fully map one goal and identify the next 3 actions. So for each of the 3 goals that you've set, this is the prompt to use. Create an action roadmap for this goal with obstacles and solutions, and then list the goal. And then do that exercise for the 3 goals that you've listed out of the 8 key areas of your life. So it's always a lot of fun to go through a goal-setting clinic and identify some great goals that you want to achieve over a given period of time. But unfortunately, we're busy as well. So we have to figure out a way to manage our time a little bit better. And if you look at your calendar, it really shows your priorities. If you have some time leaks out there, they're not moral failures. It's just a design problem, I guess. So what we're going to do is a time audit, and we want to track 1 full week, identify some time leaks, and use AI to redesign your schedule. So the prompt would be, help me redesign my weekly schedule based on these time leaks. You could also reframe it, and instead of identifying time leaks, you can put your goals in there to help design a weekly schedule using AI. One of the key issues that keeps everyone from living the successful life that they want to is stress. And so we're going to focus on stress and fear management. And it's kind of what if thinking. Could be fear of financial stress or relationship stress. We want to think about movement and support. I think it's important to, believe it or not, normalize anxiety and shift from an avoidance to systems of recovery. And that's what this exercise is. So it's called stress reset. And we want to identify your top stressor, whatever it is. Choose one healthy coping system. So the AI prompt is create a stress management routine for my lifestyle and goals. And you can focus on your top stressor. And AI will come out with a strategy to manage your stress in this key area. So as we begin to wrap up the program, first I want to thank you for your attention, and hopefully this continues to be a valuable resource for you going forward. So this is innovative as it uses AI as your personal coach. It helps to clarify your thinking, plan faster, reflect deeper, but you are still in charge, obviously. And it's great to have a board of advisors or an accountability coach out there to help you to continue with your process. So the last final prompt is called the AI Coach Prompt, and it's going to ask AI to challenge your thinking and helps you to iterate instead of just quitting when things get, difficult. So the final prompt is act as my personal life coach and ask me 5 tough questions about my future. And that's going to help you to really reflect deeply using AI. So as we wrap things up, some next steps for you. If this was a meaningful experience, review this on a regular basis, weekly, monthly, quarterly, once a year, and continue to that one chat in your AI provider. Complete goals for all 8 areas. I know we just started with 3, but over time, you should have goals in all of those areas. Create a personal board of advisors. Use a goal-setting app or goal tracking app. Contribute to others. Celebrate your wins and practice gratitude. Very important. So a final message. You are the asset. You are the brand. You are the business. Run You Inc. with intention. Start now. Utilize this program on a regular basis and reach out if I can be of service anytime at info@massmaga.com. Thank you, and make it a great day.